Hi class, good day. So our topic for today is all about continuity. So what is continuity? So a function f is said to be continuous at x is equal to a if the following three conditions are satisfied. So it means that the function will become continuous at x is equal to a if these three conditions are satisfied. So the first condition is that f of a is defined, or the valued function must be defined. Once you substitute a on the given function, it must have a value. Then the second condition is that the limit of f of x as x approaches a must exist. So it means that you just need to check the two-sided limit. If the limit from the left and from the right of a exists, and they must be and if they are equal to one another, then it means that the limit of the function exists at x is equal to a. Then lastly is we have the third condition wherein if f of a, or the valued function, is equal to the limit of the function as x approaches a, then it means that the given function is continuous at x is equal to a. So there's an additional statement here that if one of the condition of the three conditions is not satisfied, we say that f is discontinuous at x is equal to a. So what does it mean? So it means that if one of the condition here fails, then it means that you don't need to check the other condition because it will result to discontinuity. Okay, so I hope we're all clear. So let's try to prove that f is continuous at x is equal to 2, given that we have here the piecewise function. F of x will be equal to x squared minus 4 if x is less than to 2. F of x is equal to 0 if x is equal to 2. Then lastly, we have f of x will be equal to 4 minus x squared if x is greater than 2. Okay, so what we'll do first is we need to, so this will be now the solution. Okay, so we need to check the first condition. Okay, so in this case, we have here a, right, which is equal to 2, right? So in that case, what we need to do is we need to check whenever x, or whenever x is equal to 2, what will happen to the f of x? So whenever x is equal to 2, so it means that it will lie on the second piecewise function. So it means that whenever x is equal to 2, f of x becomes 0. So it means that f of 2 will become 0. Okay, so it means that x is equal to 2 will fall on the second function. Then, if you want to check if f of a is defined, so of course f of a is defined because there is a value which is 0. So in that case, the first condition is satisfied. Okay, for the second condition, we need to prove that the limit of f of x as x approaches a exists. No? So in that case, what we'll do is we'll write limit of f of x as x approaches 2, right? So for us to know if this exists, no? So what we need to do is we just need to check the two-sided limit. So what is two-sided limit? So again, two-sided limit, for us to say that the limit exists, then it must satisfy the condition for the two-sided limit wherein the right side limit exists, the left side limit exists, and the two values, or the left side and the right side, must be equal, enable for us to say that the limit exists. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll check. So we'll check the first one, the right side limit. So the limit of f of x as x approaches 2, of course, from the right. So in that case, what we'll do is, of course, we'll try to look for the inequality that will satisfy that the condition of the right side limit, no? 2 from the right. So in this case, what will be the inequality that will satisfy among these piecewise functions that we have? So in that case, of course, this will be the inequality that satisfies the condition for the right side limit. So in that case, what will be the function that we need to use? We need to use 4 minus x squared. So what we'll do is we'll get now the limit of the function, which is 4 minus x squared, because this is the function that satisfies the, the right side limit as x approaches 2 from the right. So in that case, since this is just a polynomial, so you just need to substitute it directly. So this will become 4 minus 2 then squared. So this will lead to, of course, 0. Okay, so we know that the right side limit will become equal to 0. Okay, so let's try to find now the left side limit, wherein the limit of f of x as x approaches 2 from the left. Okay, so in that case, what will be now the inequality that will satisfy this left side limit? So of course, the first inequality, because this represents x is less than 2. So in that case, we'll write now the limit of what will be the corresponding function, that's x squared minus 4. So we will use x squared minus 4 as x approaches 2 from the left. So this will become, so upon substitution of value, so this will become 2 squared minus 4. So of course, this will lead to 0 as well. Then what's next is that for the two-sided limit, for this to for the limit to exist, the left side and the right side must be equal. No? So in that case, limit of f of x as x approaches 2 from the right is equal to the limit of f of x as x approaches 2 from the left. So in that case, since this is being satisfied as well, so in that case, what we can say now? So it means that the limit of f of x as x approaches 2 exists, and the value of the limit is simply a 0. Right? Because again, it satisfies the condition for the two-sided limit. Okay, so I hope we're all clear. So it means that the second condition for continuity is being satisfied. Okay, so next. For the next one is that is f of a equal to the limit of f of x as x approaches to, sorry, if is f of 2 equal to limit of f of x as x approaches to? So equal ba yung limit natin? So of course, yes, no? So the f of 2 gives you 0, and the limit of f of x as x approaches 2 gives you 0 as well. So in that case, it means that all of the three conditions are being satisfied. So it means that we can conclude right away that f is continuous at x is equal to 2. So we can conclude that right away, that f is continuous at x is equal to 2. So I hope you understand it. Okay, next. So how about if we have this kind of function wherein we have a function that is not written in a piecewise function. So how can we check now if the given function is continuous or not? So in that case, what we'll do is same with the previous example, we just need to check all the three conditions for continuity. So we'll start with the first condition. So our a is equal to 0 because x is equal to 0. So in that case, we'll check the first condition. So the first condition is what will be the value of your f of 0? So of course, if you will have square root of x and you will substitute this 0 to x, square root of x, so this will lead to square root of 0 or this will become 0. So is f of a defined? Of course, yes, because it has a value which is 0. Okay, so we'll proceed now to the second condition for continuity, wherein the limit of f of x as x approaches 0 must exist, no? And enable for us to prove that this exists, now what you need to do is you just need to check the right side limit first, right? So we need to check, or we need to look on the limit of f of x as x approaches 0, of course, from the right. So in that case, if that's the case, we need to get 0 from the right. So of course, this will become the limit of the function square root of x as x approaches 0 from the left. So of course, you can substitute it directly because this would give you a real value. Okay, so this will become, of course, square root of 0. So this will become 0 as well. Okay, so now we proved that for the right side limit, it exists and the value is 0. Okay, so of course, we need to prove as well if the left side limit exists. So in that case, we want to write now limit of the function as x approaches 0 from the left. So of course, this will become the limit of the square root of x as x approaches 0 from the left. So in that case, what will happen? So as you can see here, class, since we have x approaches 0 from the left, so basically, you can think of a number that is closer to 0 and at the same time less than 0. And basically, we can have the approximation negative 0.001. So in that case, class, if you will substitute this to the given square root of x, what will happen? What will happen is every time that you have a square root of a negative number, it will become an imaginary number, right? So in that case, it means that for this left side limit, it will become DNE or does not exist because once you substituted a value that is closer and closer to 0 and at the same time less than 0, which is negative 0.01, that's our approximation. So in that case, if you will substitute this will become DNE. So in that case, since the second condition for two-sided limit does not satisfy, so in that case, what we can conclude here, no, we don't need to check the third condition. Because again, the second condition, the limit does not exist. So it means that automatically, the second condition for the continuity will not be satisfied. So again, first condition satisfied, second condition will not be because the limit does not exist. Okay, so in that sense, you don't need to check the third condition for continuity because on the second condition, it fails to satisfy the limit to exist. So in that case, we can say right away, right? We can say right away that f of x is discontinuous at x is equal to 0. So this is the thing that you can say. Okay, what's next? The next one is we're asked here to show that f is discontinuous at x is equal to 1. So given this piecewise function, f of x will become equal to x squared plus 2 if x is less than or equal to 1, and 2x squared plus 2 if x is greater than 1. So in that case, what we'll do is in checking if this is discontinuous, so of course, we just need to have this as our solution. So the solution will be this one. So it means that our A is equal to 1, right? So we'll check the first condition if the valued function exists. So in this case, what we'll do is we'll define f of 1. So what will happen if you are asked to get f of 1? So of course, you need to look on the piecewise function that we have. So in this case, class, what function here will one fall on this given inequality? So of course, this will fall on this inequality because 1 is part of x is less than or equal to 1, right? So in this case, what will happen is we will use the corresponding function to x is less than or equal to 1. So it means that what we'll use here as our function will be the x squared plus 2. because 1 is part of this inequality. That's the reason. So in that case, once you substitute the value, so this will become 1 squared plus 2. So of course, this will become equal to 3. So does the um, valued function exist? Of course, yes. And the value is 3. So it means that the first condition is being satisfied. Okay, how about the second one? So we'll check if the limit of f of x as x approaches 1 exists as well, no? But before that, of course, you need to check the right side limit. So for the right side limit, what you need to do is, of course, you need to define the limit of f of x as x approaches 1 from the right. So in this case, it means that you need to choose between these two functions that you have here. So x is, of course, 1 from the right. So it means that you will consider x greater than 1. Now, so in this case, this will be the function that will satisfy for the right side limit. So it means that this is the function that we need to use. So it means that this can be written as the limit of your f of x, which is 2x squared plus 2, as x approaches 1 from the right. So in this case, you will just substitute it directly. So what you'll have is you will have 2 times 1 squared plus 2. So this will lead to, of course, 4. Okay, so it means that for the right side limit, yes, it exists and the value is 4. How about now the left side limit? So the limit of the function as x approaches 1 from the left. So in that case, of course, we'll choose a function between the piecewise functions that we have. So what or which will be the function that will fall to 1 from the left? So of course, 1 from the left is will fall on x is less than or equal to 1. So what we'll use is this function, x squared plus 2. So we'll use x squared plus 2 as our function as x um, approaches 1 from the left. So in this case, this will become 1. Substituting the values of 1 squared plus 2. So this will lead to, of course, 3. So in that case, of course, the left side limit exists. But again, you need to take note that the right side limit and the left side limit must be equal, enable for us to say that the limit exists. But in this case, class, no, you will see that the limit of f of x as x approaches 1 from the right is not equal, right? So as you can see here, the right side limit is not equal to right uh the left side limit is not equal to the right side limit. So in that case, it fails to satisfy the third condition, right? So in this case, it fails to satisfy the third condition for two-sided limit. So what does it imply? So it just means that the limit of f of x as x approaches 1 is D and E. So that's what we can conclude now. So in this case, it fails to satisfy again the second condition. So it means that we can conclude right away. No? Again, you don't need to check for the third condition for continuity because you can conclude right away that f is discontinuous at x is equal to 1. Okay, so I hope you learned something from me today. We'll continue our discussion on the next video. Thank you.